Aquarius. Not quite sure what to make of the energy I'm getting for you right now. The songs that you got through as I was setting up were Numb, Encore by Linkin Park and Jay-Z, which is talking to me about like a continuation of what was coming through right at the end of Capricorn's reading, where I got this sudden wave of like, you know, the energy of people who lose themselves in love and kind of I mean, I've got Venus in Libra, so I can totally relate to this. It's like you forget your own identity, you forget who you are, you bend and you become what that person wants you to be. You know, when you really lose your head for somebody. So just be careful that you're not doing that. I would say that Aquarius would not tend to do that, depending on your placements. You know, you may have, you know, you may also have Venus in Libra or Pisces or, you know, one of the more lovey-dovey signs. So just watch that you don't lose your head when you're in love, because I also got Born to Make You Happy by Britney Spears. Ugh, this again. Aquarius, what is this? This is not like you. You had Love Fool in your last reading. And I remember having a rant about that. How I was like, why would you want someone to love you? Like, why, if you're looking for love, if that's what you're missing in your life, that's what you're trying to manifest, why are you trying to get it from somebody who doesn't love you? Right? And then you've got this Born to Make You Happy, which is like such a little simp song. Like, I hated Britney Spears when she first came out because of songs like that. I was like, woman, power up. Like, girl, get over it, right? Stop being such a little like like I don't know, something in me just, it irritates me. So but I love that song, like Love Fool. I love that song. It's just like it rubs me up the wrong way. Born to make you happy, I'd do anything and give you my world. It's just, it's pathetic. Aquarius, if this is your energy, if you're like this at the moment, honey, Aquarius baby, get a grip on yourself. Like, come on. We need to, like, you and me, we need to get back into that air sign, like, logical, I'm going to analyze these emotions mindset of like, right, like, why am I feeling like this? Like, this is not logical. Like, I need to think my way out of these feelings. We can do this, Aquarius. Um, but it is actually coming through as actually very genuine, which is funny because the card that we've got on the table here, but your cards were so slippery. They were like slipping through my fingers. So much energy in the cards that were all over the place. So it'd be interesting to see how they act when I do it on camera. But yeah, this card came out, this two-faced card. So you could be dealing with somebody who is a little bit two-faced. So watch out for that. Keeping secrets, maybe. A little bit darkness and light. We could be talking about yin-yang energy here. The meaning that I mainly get from this card, though, beyond that kind of like putting on a front, wearing a mask, hiding your true feelings, is the god Janus, who is a Roman god. He was the god of gateways, which again ties into that Capricorn reading I've just done. This is a god that guards you through times of transitions, when one phase of your life is completing and you're moving on to the next phase. I was seeing things like the World card as I was shuffling there as well, so it does feel like there's a bit of continuation or spillover from Cappy's reading, just as Cappy had spillover from Sagittarius's reading. I get this a lot. It's like I'm pulling threads throughout the week. So it could just be that there's different choices here that you could make. You're about to make some sort of choice, some sort of decision. Maybe the masks are coming off, especially with that Linkin Park song being like, tired of being what you want me to be. And this is what I was saying about the end of Cappy's reading. Like, it doesn't have to be in love either. It could be like parents. You know, Linkin Park is about parents. It's like putting on a false front, being what other people want you to be rather than being your authentic self. I think Libra had something very, very similar to this as well. I'm doing this reading on a different day to the day that I did Libra's reading. It's just gone up actually, about half an hour ago. So I wonder how that's doing. An hour ago. So my reading this week, Libra's reading, made me super paranoid because it was like you've said something and upset someone and you haven't got any idea. So then I was sat there going, what have I said? Who have I upset? Who haven't I heard from for a while? So I don't know why I'm talking about that. It could be relevant to you somehow. Perhaps you're dealing with a Libra. But yeah, it feels like being more authentic, being who you are, living your truth, because that's when you get the truthful love in return, right? If you're wearing a mask, if you're being fake, if you're being what somebody else wants you to be, especially in a relationship, then they don't really love you. They love the mask, right? They love what they've impressed on you, you know, their own ideas that you are trying to emulate. You know, if you think about like that Britney Spears song makes me think of like a teenage girl who's in love with a pop star, and it's like the pop star's like, I really like the color purple, I love it when girls wear purple dresses, and so you go out and you buy like 5 purple dresses and then like totter around outside the stage door like, oh, hope he notices me in my purple dress. And you know, he might not like purple dresses. He might be saying he likes purple dresses because he's got a brand deal. He might be saying he likes purple dresses because there was one girl in a purple dress who was really fair and he would have liked her if she was in a pink dress or a red dress or a yellow dress, right? It's like, don't be inauthentic. Don't try and be something else because other people don't really value you then. They value the mask that you're wearing. And Aquarius, you are an energy that does tend to be very authentic and very quirky. Aquarian energy on its own, again, dependent on the rest of your chart, is an energy that's like... you will not put me in a box. I'm an individual. If you try and pin me down, I'm going to slip away and be something else, right? So that may be why the cards were being very, very slippery there. Somebody could be hard to pin down. I'm going to bob that back in the deck. Also, I'm getting stuff through, just through the ads that were on there. Maybe I'm going to go backwards. Maybe I'm going to do something quirky with you, Aquarius, and we're going to work backwards here. The adverts that were on for you just between songs, there were things like business opportunities. You know, I think there was an ad for LinkedIn. There was an ad, something that talked about raising capital. So you could have some kind of project or an idea. You're trying to get the investments. You're trying to raise capital to go embark on some kind of journey, some new opportunity. Just be careful that you don't miss opportunities though. This card here, the Four of Cups, which is just looking at me from the vice versa tarot, it's always, you know, there's always a card looking at me because it's got 2 sides. This talks about don't miss out on opportunities because you're so busy, you know, being like over it, sulking about the things that didn't work out. It's like, this is like, I just can't be bothered anymore. This is like, things didn't work out, I just can't be bothered trying anymore. This is like, get your ass in gear and go and try, especially if there's some kind of situation that felt like your happiness in the past. This is kind of like, this is just, yeah, look at this. Look, sorry, we've got a story already forming here. Oh, absolutely. And it's a continuation again from Cappy's reading. Yeah, look. Oh my goodness, yeah. And it ends with this like crossroads, right? So... something didn't work out for somebody. Like, again, we may see different cards, a different story coming out when I actually start to get into your reading, but what I'm just seeing here on the underlying is like, things didn't work out, you just can't be bothered to even trying anymore. It's like, why would I put the effort in if it just doesn't lead anywhere? Because there's something that felt like your happiness, it looked like your happiness, and it turned out not to be, right? But again, there's this new cup. This is the 10 of Cups. This is meant to be the happily ever after, right? This is meant to be the fairy tale ending, all your dreams and wishes coming true, with your card here, the Star card. And it's like you had a tower moment. But the thing is, there is a new cup. This is what I'm saying. When things end, it's just new beginnings, right? Endings are just beginnings in disguise. So there's this new cup. It's an Ace of Cups, right? It can lead back to the 10 of Cups, and maybe that 10 of Cups really is your happily ever after. But if you don't try, you'll never know. That's giving me Coldplay now. Then this is like, I will fix you, right? I will fix you. The tower moment is like the push from the universe. You've not moved, so the universe is going to shove you out the door. It can be like a lightning bolt as well, like suddenly you see clearly. This is a card about a lot of mental anxiety. You've got the 9 of Swords and the 4 of Swords here. This is like... It's like feeling trapped, feeling like there's nothing you can do in the situation, like the kingdom's burning, everything's gone wrong. It's like you need to move because the tower's on fire, but you can't move. Or somebody else's tower's on fire and you can't go and help them. There's like this feeling of being trapped. So there's nothing to do but sulk and sit it out and like heal and rest, think things through. Again, this feeling of like, look, like feeling out in the cold, feeling like disappointed in a situation that you've put a lot of time and effort in, but he's like, he's not getting the return on whatever this was. So I don't know what that is for you, and I'm going to just kind of intersperse these and we'll see what cards actually come out when I get into the reading for you. But definitely feeling like I've got a bit of a continuation there from what was going on for some of the other readings this week. because obviously everybody's involved, right? It could be one thing that's happening, and you know all the different people are involved. There's Cappy again, like the different star signs. So it's funny, the note I've made for Born to Make You Happy, I wrote Born to Make You Happy BS for Britney Spears. Like BS. Maybe somebody's like that. Maybe somebody's very genuine, like very genuinely like, look, I feel like destined to be with you. I feel like literally I just want you to be happy. I was saying that in Cappy's reading again. It's like I just feel like fate has pushed me to you. It could be somebody saying these kind of things in a very genuine way, but it could be that somebody's so hurt that they're like, you know, somebody, especially Aquarius, this could be you, you know, very, very jaded, very logical, very much out of your emotions, saying like, BS, what does this person want from me? BS, this person's like after my money. BS, this person, like, you know, you could look at her like, like I love Britney Spears, but that is just so, and I take selfies like that as well, so I don't know why I'm giving her such a hard time. I don't know, it's just my teenage years coming back to me being like, like power role, girl power woman, girl power, come on. Right, Britney, bugger off, Britney. Can we get a song, please, for Aquarius's reading? Get that Sagittarian energy out of here. Aquarius is reading today, please. Aquarius is reading. Oh, Tayla Parx, why? I love Tayla Parx, but this is like the same energy. Let me help you love me. Let me help you love me. Tayla, come on. Because I feel like Tayla Parx as well, she's so empowered, and she's like, if you look at all the stuff that she's doing in the you know, the world of music, she's producing her own music, she's kind of got all these, she's just very like a very empowered businesswoman, right? She's got her act together. So maybe that's why we're seeing the mask. Maybe somebody's seeming very, maybe you've misjudged someone. Maybe you're like, oh, this person's just a simp, but actually they're actually, maybe you're just seeing the surface, right? Maybe you're just seeing the surface level of this person, misjudging them, or, you know, there's nothing wrong with being in love with somebody. There's nothing wrong with being like, I want to be happy, you know, I really like you, I want you to be happy. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I'm getting this kind of like simple but complex thing going on. Let me help you love me. But it feels again like, you know, loveful. You know, somebody's, maybe you're watching this and you're like, this person's just going to get hurt. I don't know. It could be a child, perhaps. You know, you've got a child or a sister or a, no, it can be men as well, and you're like watching this best friend, and you're like, this is going to end in tears. Don't say I didn't warn you. Something like that. Yeah, we're going backwards. We're ending with the fairies for you. What have we got then for Aqua for Friday? Yeah, somebody's a smitten kitten. Somebody's all in love. Somebody's very sexually, this is the sexy man. This is kind of King of Wands energy, and he's here with the Ace of Cups. So this is somebody who's very fired up, very passionate, really kind of like magnetically attracted to someone. Or this is somebody that you are very much attracted to, right? This is somebody who you absolutely have the hots for. Somebody here is like, yeah. And wanting to offer this Ace of Cups, which is like this new, you know, I said the Ten of Cups, it's like the new beginning, right? The new happily ever after. So, oh, Aquarius, this is not like you. So I don't know if you're the one watching this play out and you're like, oh my God, like somebody has the hots for somebody here. Oh, but the trapped, yeah, community there on the bottom. Absolutely trapped. Cannot move to what they want, and it's driving them crazy. Oh, it feels like they want to give that cup of love, that Ace of Hearts, but they can't, right? I love this card because I like the mice in the tarot. And some of the mice in the tarot are like, oh, they're nibbling at your resources, but this one's like the little helpful mouse. Like I can relate, right? My full handle's Cinderella Mouse CM, so that stands for Kiro Marchetti, by the way, the artist who made this deck. So to me, this is like, oh, it's me, I'm on this deck, I'm on this card. But it's like the little mouse is here. Again, it's like this little friend energy. So I don't know if you're a friend or you've got a friend who's like coming to visit you while you're trapped. It could be like, you know, COVID lockdown, you can't move, you can't go to where you want to go, your clothes are getting a bit scruffy there, maybe you need to do some online shopping. You know, this little mouse is coming saying, hey, just checking in on you, how are you doing there? And you're like, or somebody around you, this person is like, I'm bursting to get out the gate. It's like a racehorse, right? Just waiting for the starting gun. It's like, I just want to get going. I just want to get going. Look at the there is movement, right? You may feel very, very trapped, but there is movement here. You've got 28 into 29. So this is forward progress. Things are moving, but very, very slowly, perhaps. 2 and 8 is a 10. So there is something that needs to end. There is something that needs to complete, which I feel is like associated with this like locked in energy. You know, you can't move forward until you close out a cycle. 2 and 9 together makes 11. 11 is a number about partnership. It breaks down to a 2. It's also divinely guided partnership. It's half of the solid foundations. If we're talking numerology along with the tarot. So it feels like there is a partnership here. There are 2 people involved in this situation. It feels very companionable. It doesn't have to be sex, right? It could be passionate about a project you want to get off the ground, passionate about some kind of plan you want to get in action, but it is the sexy man. So, you know, yeah, Mars energy, wanting to take action, wanting to move, but you have to complete the first thing before those bars are going to open, right? Noticing the lock. We'll see if we get any keys or anything as well as we go through the decks here. So tell me more about this situation, please. What's going on here? Ooh, Queen of Pentacles has now turned her back. She was like this, and now she's like this. Could be a wife, could be a boss, could be a mother. Could be a Capricorn, doesn't have to be any earth sign. She's a very Empress-like Queen of Pentacles as well. She always reminds me of the Empress card. I'm going to ask about that. Just keep her out for a minute. I want to know why she's turned her back on an offer. The Knight of Cups. Here's the person trying to make the love offer, right? Cancerian energy I'm spotting down here with the crab. Somebody's trying to propose something here, trying to make an offer, trying to express their feelings, right? Here they are on the way, but then it feels like back turned, they're off again. Or they're trying to do it secretly. They're trying to do it, you know, like under the cover of darkness almost. So it could just be that the Queen of Pentacles isn't seeing this. There are obstacles that must be crossed. Normally the Knight of Cups is stood on the riverbank and the river's an obstacle. They can't cross the river. Here the horse is trying. There is an attempt to cross this emotional divide. There is an attempt to cross this river. But then feels like heading back again. Okay, so let's ask about those 2 cards. First of all, I want to know, why is the Queen of Pentacles, why does she have her back turned? She doesn't like it. She doesn't like the secrecy. She doesn't like this cloak and dagger business. Because, again, in Capricorn's reading, there was all this stuff about doing things the right way, doing things by the book. They don't want to be deceptive. The Seven of Swords is the Thief in the Night card. It's also the card about they creep around the battlefield picking up the swords so the swords can't be used in battle another day. So it feels like there is secrecy, but there's a need for secrecy. Just this gives me like Illuminati energy as well, the imagery there. Yeah, I feel like it's almost like it's like a blind eye, you know. I don't want to see it. If I don't see it, I don't know about it. Monkey, you know, those 3 monkeys, like see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. It feels a little bit like that. So there is this cover of darkness. There is this secrecy. What is this? What is this Knight of Cups? Something flipped and went back in. I think it completely did like a 360, and it feels like that. It's like you know, or a 180, I suppose, like going in the other direction. Yeah, it went back in. There's the Emperor. It's like the boss is watching, right? This is authority, Taurus energy. King of Swords in reverse. This is like, it feels like bad judgment. There's no communication here. The sword is sheathed. Whichever way you look at it, this person's not communicating. It could be that they're not communicating openly or they're not communicating honestly. It feels like it's going under the radar almost. Like maybe this energy is intentionally not seeing this. You know, like, you know, when your kids are doing things and they're doing things that are a little bit naughty, but not like, it sort of feels like maybe like pick your battles. You know, like say your kids are doing something and you're like, do you know what? I'm just going to turn a blind eye to this because it's like low level mischief. I'm just going to pretend I've not seen it, and then I don't have to, you know, because if I call it out, then it's going to be like a huge issue. It's going to kind of turn into like this whole big ordeal. So it's better to just ignore it, turn my back, let this go under the radar, deny any involvement. Now, I would say that this is your energy. It's typically Gemini energy, but I see it as Aquarian energy. Normally, it's somebody who's very, you know, very well educated, even if that's just like the School of Hard Knocks, right? You've got a lot of, you're very analytical, you're very intelligent, you know, probably very well read. He's got a lot of books on this card. The kings know when to hold back and when to speak. You know, they're very strategic. This could be there's a lack of strategy here. It's like this feels like strategy, but this feels like a lack of strategy. It's like there was an attempt made, but it almost feels like either back to the drawing board or like it's like Aquarian fox energy. It's like maybe sometimes a bit too smart for your own good. You know, like I tried to kind of do this thing really sneakily, but it didn't work. Like I had to kind of like sneak away again, and now I'm gonna like try and figure out a different way to do this. It's very like, yeah, because you're trying to go unnoticed. Like this Queen of Pentacles up here, she's not having any of it. It's not working. Right, okay. Tell me more. What else do we have going on for Aquarius here? Five of Pentacles. So now you feel out in the cold. Now you're like, damn it, the plan didn't work. Like, I feel ignored. I feel left out. I feel like I've taken a loss here. I've taken a hit. Nine of Pentacles. But there's this independence and the Queen of Wands. See, this is the counterpart to the Queen of Pentacles, but it feels like a different person. It's from a different deck and it feels like a different person. So this feels like the same person because I'm seeing the yellow flowers. There's like this garden. What's going on? What is this situation, Aquarius? What's going on? Right. Could be a wife, a mother, a boss, right? They've turned their back. They're turning a blind eye to your shenanigans. Well, however you know, he, she, they, don't worry about the gender of the cards, you know, it's however it resonates. Like this energy is turned the back, like blind eye. Aquarius is up to mischief again. I'm just going to ignore it and hope it goes away by itself. You feeling like disappointed in the way a situation worked out, and then you've got this other energy here who's like, it feels like very similar energy again, Capricorn, but this is like somebody who's in some kind of commitment, or you know, they're involved with other people, but this is like somebody who's independent, who like looks after themselves. With the Queen of Wands as well, this is somebody who really takes really good care of themselves, takes good care of their appearance. They're going to eat well, they're going to exercise, they're going to, you know, they look really good. So it feels like It feels like there's a magnetic attraction here. Somebody's got the hots for somebody in this equation, right? Because this person looks really good. It's like, if I could just get a bite. So your reading's funny. Your reading's super funny, but you've not. I'm not saying anyone's trying to cheat or anything here. It could be like a work thing, right? You've got some little like side project on the go here, or you've got some kind of like it just feels like you're up to mischief. Blocked, Aquarius. No, you can't take that route. Like, take a different route. Ace of Wands there as well. Take a different route. Go in with love, right? If you're trying to make an approach, and you're trying to make an approach like that Mars energy, that like, oh my god, I've got a song. I got the hots for you, ba-da-da-da-ba-da. I got the hots for you. It's not working. It's not working. Aquarius, you need to go in, no matter what your gender is, you need to be more of this emotional energy. You need to go in with the cups. And, you know, high honor as well. It's Piscean energy. This is Piscean energy. This is Piscean energy. It's like you're going in like Lancelot, right? Going in with the high honor, going in and doing the honorable thing. But you need a better plan. You need a better plan here. Right. I'm going to make a note of that song. Do you know, the thing is as well, like, again, you could switch this around if you want. You might be this Queen of Pentacles energy, right? That's like, I'm not having any of that. That's not what I'm looking for. And, you know, somebody could be trying to approach you like this kind of like Lancelot energy, like racing in, all excited. The thing with the Queen of Pentacles, she's very grounded. It's Capricorn energy, so it's like this person's in it for the long term. They're not in it for, if you're trying to come in and, you know, all passionate, and this person may be like, they just want a one-night stand with me. They just want a fling with me. They just want to come in and you know, alleviate some of the pressure, you know, and they're not in, this person is in it for the long term. They're not into, you know, illicit affairs or like, that's not what this person wants. They've got too much self-worth, right? They've got a huge amount of self-worth. They know their value. This person absolutely is like, bish, I'm on the way to being an empress. Like, you don't come at me like that. And I'm sorry, this is showing as your energy. So you can switch it around if you want. You can leave it if you want. It's a general reading. I'm reading for a lot of different people. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But this is a queen. The person being approached is a queen. This person's a knight. A knight shouldn't be approaching a queen. We need to flip this, right? The queen deserves the king in the upright. So there is like a bit of an immaturity, I would say, in the approach. Because I think somebody's very excited, somebody's very passionate, somebody's very magnetically drawn to somebody. So they may be a little bit too excitable, and that's coming across as being a bit of a player, especially if there's a bit of secrecy involved. What else, please, then, for Aquarius? Still coming, still trying, still coming in. It's like, but I am honourable. Look at me. I've got, it's very Piscean energy. I am honourable. I am like, they're coming back again. They're trying again, but this time they're being a bit more overt. They're singing the love songs. They're outside your window reciting poetry. Like, gorgeous. I'd fall for this, you know? like my little Libra Venus heart are fluttering there, going like, oh my god, yes, recite me the love poetry, Lancelot. But again, it's like, I'm getting the white horse as well. Ride a white horse to Banbury Cross to see a fine lady upon a white horse with rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. She shall have music wherever she goes. It's very romantic. It's very, very romantic. There's nothing wrong with it. This is beautiful. This is like, you know, it absolutely speaks to me, because this is like the love poet. This is Ovid or Shakespeare, you know. But is that all it is? Piscean energy is very flighty. Piscean energy gets caught up in the moment, in those rose-tinted glasses, you know, very honourable, very well-intentioned. But are they in it for the long term? This person wants the long term, so back turned. back in. Try again. It's so stressful. Okay, let's get some advice here. Let's get some advice. Financial constraints and a man holding a coin. That's interesting, isn't it? To have those two together. Journey. Somebody is taking a journey. Somebody is prepared to move. I think they're going to move in an unexpected way. It's like if you think of a chessboard, right? There's specific ways that you can move those chess pieces. The queen's like, do you know what? I can move in any direction I want. Like, I don't even know if that's the rules, but I'm the queen. So if I want to go over there, I'm going to go over there. So it feels like this person isn't taking an expected route. They're the queen. They're going the way that they want to go, right? Financial constraints and a man holding a coin. Well, this is the answer to the problem, isn't it? You haven't got the money. Here's the man with the money. Again, it's like if you're trying to get a business off the ground, if you're trying to start a new project, you need the money, you need the investment, you know. I love his little streak there, his little grey streak. He gives me magician energy. Virgo, Gemini energy. The magician is somebody who they can manifest the dreams. They've got all the resources they need to make the dreams a reality. So this person is like the investor. This person's the answer, right, to the problem, because the problem is the financial constraints. The cupboard's bare. It feels almost like again, these two different energies, because again, as I'm saying, like gender's very fluid in the tarot. So this energy over here is this kind of like a Saturn, Capricorn, earth sign energy, or fire energy down here, Leo. This feels like the people who are there, you know, holding things down. They're in it for the long term. They're in it like Taurus energy as well, I guess. You know, they think they've got the long-term goals here. They've got the strategy, they've got the plan, they know where things are heading, they know where things are going, right? They're not going to throw away everything they've achieved on a flash in the pan. So you could be going to this person with your heart on your sleeve. Like, again, I've got Venus in Libra, so I'm very much like, I love a good whirlwind romance, you know. I love a good love story of like, it's like two princes almost, isn't it? It's like two princes who here before you. This one is loving. They love you. They want to tell you they love you, but they haven't got anything to offer you. Where this person is like, you know, the security. If you're trying to impress a Cappy, they're going to go for the long term, I would imagine, unless they've got different placements in their chart that make them a little bit more emotionally impulsive. You know, maybe Mars, like a Libra or Pisces Mars placement, or you know, somebody who loses their head in love, like Aries Venus, something like that. Pisces Libra Venus. Feels like a conflict between love or money. And again, Capricorn had this, but they could have both. What's going on? But that would explain the imprisonment as well, right? Financial constraints, imprisonment. You haven't got the money, you know, whatever this is, and you've got a lot of love for it. You're going into it with a lot of love and passion, even if it's like not a romantic relationship. If this is a work proposal, a business you're trying to get off the ground, a passion project, a hobby that you're trying to make something of, you know, you've got the financial constraints. So it could be that you're going to your boss, right? I need money for this. I need the investment. I need, you know, shareholders. I want you to invest in this. But I think they're smelling something fishy. I think they feel like you're not being totally honest here. It could be that you're not being honest about the financial state of the project. And the thing is, if you're going to this person saying, yeah, the project's going so well, you know, we're really passionate about it, we've got a lot of love for this project, it's going great, but they smell a fish, they're not going to put any more money into that. Whereas if you went to this person, because it's very stable energy, right, it's supportive, the Queen of Pentacles is supportive energy. If you went to them and said, look, it's going really well, but we've got a problem. We've not got enough money to do this. You know, we need another injection of finances, and this is how we're going to spend the money. This is how that money is going to improve the situation. You know, these people can give really good financial advice. These people can give like really good practical advice. So it could be that they say, right, okay, let me have a look. Let me come and supervise. Let me get involved, because we may be able to save some money here and there. And, you know, re-look at this. We may be able to save this situation. And yeah, I may be able to invest in the project, but you need to be honest about it. You need to give me the receipts, right? You need to show me the details. Let me help you with this, is how this feels. Okay, so can I get another card on this Queen of Pentacles energy? Oh, yeah. Oh, look. Yeah. Investors, look at this. Like 10 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. 2 of Cups. They want to help you, right? They're supportive. They're nurturing. This is like, you know, they've got time for you. There is this defensiveness. It could be that this person's quite hard to reach. Capricorn had all this stuff about, they were like literally off on a spa day. They were meditating. They were like, no, I need to turn off all my devices. I need to disconnect. I need to go and sleep for a bit, because I need to, you know, recharge. So you could feel like this person's hard to reach. There we go. We've got it. Like, you feel out in the cold. You feel like this person's turned the back. It may not be that at all. It may just be that this person's off taking care of themselves. Again, it's like this person's off taking care of themselves. They're going to come back out. They're going to be powered up. They're going to be all fiery again, right? They're going to be back on fire on all cylinders. You just maybe have to give this person a bit of room. You know, give them a break. Give them a chance. When they come back, I feel like then you can go to them, and they're going to be, because they're re-energized, they can kind of like come in this supportive role. This is like the investor counterpart energy here, counterpart to this person. This person's tends to be more communicative. This person tends to be a little bit more guarded, but it could be a different person, right? You've gone to this person, they've turned the back. You go to a different investor. This investor's a bit more of a hippie. They're like, yeah, I'm investing in this. This sounds like a great idea. We can work together. We can create something beautiful. It's funny. I swear there was Aquarius energy in Cappy's reading as well. Right, okay. I don't know why I've gone back to the tarot, but clearly, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, your look's gonna change. Just do things the right way. And again, like Cappy had like by the book in their reading, so it's like you need to do it the right way. You need to be honest. I feel like you're hiding things. I think you could be hiding. Oh, loads of stuff fell out there. I'm seeing. I'm gonna shuffle again, but I'm seeing Treasure Island and a leg up. This person is willing to support you. This is the thing that you're not seeing. Like, you just have to be honest about the situation, because they're not going to invest. Look at these 2 cards again together here. Like, they're not going to invest if they think it's all going to come crashing down, because there's deception, right? I feel like this is you. You've been trying to do it on your own for a while, but you need the money injection. Or it could just be literally good advice, like financial advice. What do I do about this situation? It could be something like, you know, COVID really messed a lot of people up. You could have been absolutely fine, you know. I'm just going to stop and restart. I'm just coming up to the 40-minute mark. 1 second. There we go. So it could be that you were absolutely fine. You were like, I can invest in this because I'm holding down a full-time job. I'm good. I've got a bit of spare cash. And then COVID happened. Maybe you went part-time. Maybe you were furloughed. Maybe you even lost your job, right? It's like all of a sudden it's like, well, I had the money, but now I don't. And I'm running on the bare bones here. I'm running on the bare minimum. I can't make any more movement because I've got these financial constraints. There is investments. There is help on the way, right? But you've really got to open up, wear your heart on your sleeve about whatever this financial situation is, if that's what it is for you. Right, can I get another card, please, here? Another card for Aquarius. Well, the reading's taken a bit of a turn, hasn't it? You know, again, Emperor's the father. You could have to go to your dad and be like, Dad, I'm embarrassed, but I need your help here. Like, I made a mistake. And your dad's going to be like, oh, son, daughter, let me see your bank. Give me your bank details. Come on, I'll speak to my financial advisor. We'll get it sorted. Right, Aquarius, please. Aquarius for Friday. It's a very Scorpio-like Emperor as well, especially with the tower underneath. Could be a Scorp. Scorpio do control the money sometimes. Be flexible. Yeah, be flexible. What doesn't bend breaks, right? And there you go again, a leg up. Yeah, and again, it's like maybe you're misjudging. I'm getting that you're misjudging people. For me, it could be a shock to you to learn that this person who you see as like, this person's got it all under control, right? This person is like the emperor. They're the boss. They're cool as a cucumber. It might be a shock to learn that this person also went through the same thing. They've also been the wounded warrior. They also had financial constraints. They know what it feels like. And that could be a shock to you, right? To find out that this person has been there. But what I always say about the emperor is that you cannot be the emperor if you haven't been the wounded warrior, because you haven't developed those skills of perseverance and determination that create that kind of entrepreneurial energy. So to be a good emperor, you have to be the wounded warrior. You have to be the polar bear, Piscean energy, message in a bottle there. Message in a bottle is like the SOS. It's asking for help, right? I think you need to ask for help. Don't bottle it up. What else, please, for Aquarius? Time, discipline. Again, with the polar bear, discipline, time, but also flexibility. You know, maybe your parents aren't like disciplinarians. It could be that there's some kind of time for a change, a change in thought. Aha, and we found the keys. Yeah, you could be literally traveling, bravery there. Having the bravery to do something new, having the bravery to change the plan, having the bravery to go in a different direction, to uproot, right? Uprooting. It could be that you're leaving a place that you grew up to go somewhere that's more it's like time for movement. It's time for movement, time for change. Where's the lock? There you go. You're going to be able to move. Here you go. Look, here's the keys. The movement will come with time. So persevere through the icy times, right? Persevere when the going gets tough, when things get cold, when the cupboard's bare. Persevere, because you're going to come out of this on the other side. What else for Aquarius, please? That one? Anything else? Thank you. Told you the cards were slippery. Shark. Could be loan sharks, right? Don't go to loan sharks. Don't go to loan sharks. There's other ways. Maybe that's like a last case scenario, but maybe just go and ask your bloody dad, right? Is your dad scarier than a loan shark? Do you want to be hunted down by someone who's going to like kick your door down and like take your stuff? Or do you want to just go and, swallow your pride and ask your dad? Like, come on. But there's also this purpose, this sense of purpose. My tummy's rumbling. I'm sorry about that. And Encore, yeah. Could be that you don't have a great relationship with your parents or your boss, whoever this is for you. I read that card out in Capricorn's reading. I was like, I didn't like it at all. But song lines, it's like destiny and work, Beaver. Yeah, it definitely could be something to do with, work, your purpose, what you put your effort into, what you put your time into, feeling like you have a purpose, feeling like you've got, that you're contributing, that you're making a difference here. The thing with the beaver card, the story behind it is that the beaver once had a really fluffy tail. He was kind of arrogant. He's trying to impress everybody with this fluffy tail, but nobody was impressed. It was like, what's the point in a fluffy tail? Then a tree fell on it and flattened it. And then that tail was much, much more useful then. So you want to have purpose. You want to be useful. Yeah. You want to put the work in, I feel. What else, please, for Cappy? Before we close this reading out, what else? I called you Cappy. It's because you got this King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, all this money stuff. Hope Hope is always there, even when you can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. Keep the vibration high, right? If you're constantly expecting the worst to happen, if you've constantly got like a negative outlook, then you're actually manifesting the worst case scenario. Positive things happen to positive people. So always look for the opportunity rather than the failure, you know, with that as well. Tree wisdom. The tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sound it makes. Music could be very helpful to you at this time. You may get messages through music. You may want to meditate or take a long hot bath and just listen to, you know, like classical music without words as well. You know, just the music itself could help, the vibrations of it. You may want to go out for a walk in the trees. You may actually need to get some practical advice from an earth sign. Could also be talking about going back to your roots. Again, we see the roots on this card, you know, nature spirits, that kind of thing, like a dryad kind of energy. Is that helpful to you? I hope it's helpful to you. I'm going to get you some songs as well, just to close out the reading. All right, so here we go. I've only got a minute left, so I'm actually going to just stop and restart. There we go, 2 minutes now. So anyone who's resonating with this reading, anyone who's sat here going, yep, oh, absolutely, this is my situation. Can we get a song? What do they really need to hear right now? What's going to make an impact? What's going to give them that light bulb moment, please? Blood and Roses by the Smithereens. I feel like that's out of Romeo and Michelle. I don't know if that has any meaning to you. It's just what popped into my head. Blood and Roses. So whatever you get from that. War of the Roses, perhaps. The Smithereens. Whatever that means to you. Maybe go and look up some videos online. Look up the lyrics. Have a listen to it. See what pops out to you. There's some kind of message in there for you. Whatever, you know, whatever your reaction is, even if it's just like one word in that whole song, but it makes you have that light bulb moment. Go and see what you get from it. Okay, and then the advice, please. So same thing. Whatever you get from it is right for you. Advice, please, for Aquarius, if they're resonating with this reading. Running evermore. Maybe you need to go for a run, I don't know. Go and listen to the music, go and look up the lyrics, go and watch the videos, whatever pops out to you. My tummy's rumbling again. I feel like there is a need to be practical here. You need to take care of the practicalities, the financial constraints and things. This is very romantic energy here with this Piscean energy. You may need to kind of like get out of the fantasy land and get back into practical land. And that doesn't mean the fantasies can't come true. That doesn't mean the dreams can't come true in the end. It just means that there might be more pressing matters that you need to take care of at this time. All right, I hope that was helpful to you, Aquarius. Do take care. I'm going to go and sort out this rumbly dummy. I'm going to go and have some yogurt and some strawberries and blueberries and yummy things. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.